Hi Leo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your January 2021 tarot reading. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season and a happy new year. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. As far as personal readings go, I'm going to actually start them up again in January. I'm recording this in December, so once we physically get to January is when I'll actually start them up again. And when I do, I'll make an update on the channel to let you guys know. As far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and I also pulled a couple of Oracle cards and a Mudra card for you guys. So we'll get started with the main situation. We have the Five of Wands, which is actually in Leo energy, and the Ten of Swords, which is Gemini energy. So seeing these two cards come up together, what I'm really feeling this is saying is that it could be an end to some kind of competition that you guys have been going through. I'm feeling it's more probably in the area of conflict as opposed to competition, quite frankly. So it could just be saying that, there might have been some contentious situation you guys were going through in some area of your lives. Could be anywhere, given that this is Leo energy. So, that's in your first house, but with the Ten of Swords there, that's primarily what I'm seeing. It's like, okay, you guys have been going through probably a repetitive cycle too, where you were just getting into it with some people, possibly a friend group, romantic relationship, family, you name it. Could be almost anything. And with that Ten of Swords there, I feel like this is saying that that's actually coming to an end for you guys. Could even be internal conflict, actually, for some of you. Maybe just a lot of thoughts going through your minds and trying to figure out what direction you want to move in. I'm recording this in December, so toward the end of December, there's going to be that full moon in Cancer, which is your 12th house. So it could even be something that wraps up for you around that time. That might be the end of that cycle for you there. In the Challenger obstacle position, we have the Five of Swords, but technically it was in reverse. I'll just hold in the upright while we talk about it. So if this coming up in the reverse position, to me, this is another indicator. Well, this is Aquarius energy for one, too, so it's actually the exact opposite of the Five of Wands. But seeing this come up in the challenge position in reverse could just be pointing to what I was feeling for some of you, too, which is that this is probably a repetitive cycle that you've been going through. And usually when this is in the upright, this points to a need for healing. So given that this is in the reverse position, it could just be saying that you guys are finally coming out of that cycle, or whomever you were having this conflict with is coming out of that cycle. In the foundation position, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. Some of you could just be saying that maybe around Sagittarius time, the communication might have started to pick up for you guys, and maybe that's what helped heal the situation. For some of you, it could be the other way around. That might have been when the conflict started. But for more than anything, I feel like this is saying that now you guys are getting a lot of forward movement. Everyone's getting on the same page, and you're able to take action. In the past position, we have the Ten of Cups. So this definitely looks like there was definitely happiness within the situation at some point, given that this is in the past position. This is Pisces energy, though, so I do have to say for some of you, it could just be saying that this could be you releasing a vision around the situation. So, for example, maybe you were idealizing a situation and not necessarily seeing it too clearly. And again, that could be saying that when we hit that full moon in Cancer, that might help clear that up for some of you, where you might see it in a more realistic perspective at that point. But yeah, either way, it looks like there was definitely some happiness at play in some way, shape, or form in the past. In the present position, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So really, as I'm reading through these cards, the primary theme that I'm getting here is it seems like you guys seem to be letting your guard down in some way. Not that the Nine of Pentacles in the upright is guarded per se, but it's definitely a very independent energy. So to see this come up in reverse could just be saying that you guys are loosening up a little bit, maybe opening yourselves up to more opportunity. There's plenty of shifts going on. At the time I'm recording this, we're about to have that new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, which is your 5th house. So that could be something that makes you guys want to have a fresh start. And then not too long after that, we're going to have Jupiter move into your opposite sign along with Saturn. So definitely some pretty significant shifts that'll be coming up within, from the time I'm recording this through January. So that could be what that's pointing to there. In the near future position, we have the Four of Wands. So this is definitely a celebratory energy. Usually the results of work that was already put in paying off. So, for Aries energy, for you guys, that's your ninth house. So for some of you, it could be as simple as you might have gone to school. Maybe you got some kind of a certification within your workplace and stepped up to another level. But beyond that, for some of you, this could just be saying, especially if there was a connection, like I said, where maybe you guys had been going through a lot of conflict, looks like you guys would be coming out of that now and actually able to repair the connection and get a lot of forward movement. It looks like both parties were probably hoping for that anyway. All right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy, and Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. So basically, your fellow fire signs there. But really, what this is saying to me, seeing these two cards together, I feel like it's saying more than anything that, again, with this, if we think about the artwork there, looks like someone who's very guarded, right, with the armor. So then you contrast that with the artwork of this card. To me, I'm getting that same vibe, like I said, where it seems like you guys are letting your guards down a little bit, opening yourselves up a little more, maybe just having a bit more trust and a bit more faith in the way things will work out, primarily. And given that we do see that Aries energy there, it could just be saying that, you might have been impacted by the Mars retrograde energy that we had in Aries, and now, of course, it's going direct. But, could just be saying that throughout that transit, as it was moving through Aries, which it will still be there until a little bit after the first week of January, could just be saying that that transit might have had things coming up for you guys. But with this not nine, with the Temperance card here, it could just be saying that now you finally feel more balanced, ready to roll, and not feeling the need to be as guarded as before. In the environment position, we have Judgment. So usually I view this as Scorpio energy, but either way, this could just be pointing to, again, an opportunity to do things once again. And here, this could just even be saying that within your environment, you might have just felt led to repair the connection. You might have been getting some signs and synchronicities that might have led you back to this person. Maybe for some of you, if you might have went home for the holidays, for example, maybe you ran into this person and you guys just hit it off again, if it's someone that you really hadn't spoken to in a while. But yeah, either way, what stands out to me, of course, too, is we see like that angel type symbolism there, and we also see it with the Temperance card. So this definitely looks like whatever this is in a karmic level, this looks like this was meant to be taking place. So there's that. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So with this coming up in reverse, I'm going to assume it's probably a hope for most of you. And this could just be saying that you guys, maybe you were hoping to not, reject things. Maybe that was just a cycle you were in where you might have just been rejecting offers coming your way, right? Especially, like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles energy, even though it's in reverse now, that basically implies that it was in the upright for you guys at some point. So could just be saying that you were hoping to stop rejecting offers coming your way, and actually be more open and accepting of opportunities. So that's what I see there. And if that's the case, it looks like I said, it looks like these things will be happening for you. And in the outcome position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So at the very least, this points to the opportunity for a fresh start and for building something that's going to be stable and fertile. I do always point out to people that with the Ace energy, the fact that that hand is always coming out of the cloud makes me think that it's something in the idea stage. And of course, the gray background with its neutrality also points that there does need to be action taken toward it. But overall, I see like this is saying that whatever this is, it seems like you guys seem to be opening up, letting your guards down, and that'll bring more opportunities your way. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. And for most of you, I feel like this is just pointing to the energy you guys have been in for a while. Like I said, a little bit closed out. Maybe it was because of you guys having Saturn and Jupiter in Capricorn for a while, and that being your sixth house of health, daily routine, work. So you guys just really might have been tied up around your career and not really able to give energy to much other areas of your life. So maybe just as those planets leave there now, you'll still have Pluto there, but even just the heaviness of those transits moving on could have you guys feeling ready to be more open. So that's why I see there. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we have Clean It Up. There's the artwork, and the number is 21. Okay, it says getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The Oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So, pretty positive message there. And again, that basically makes me think of what I was saying as far as you guys having that Saturn transit wrapping up through your 6th house. So it could just be saying that that's the residual effects of that. The relationship message says, time to clear the air, take a look at your side of the street, and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. So, I mean, pretty positive message there as well. And that could be what this is about. Like I said, it definitely looks like there might have been a falling out, maybe even a repetitive conflict that you were getting into with someone, and now it looks like you guys are both ready to just let that go and move on. So hopefully that resonated with you as well. All right. And the prosperity message says simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. So yeah, another one, like I said, seems to point to the wrapping up of that Saturn energy through your 6th house. And of course, even though they will be moved on from there by the time we get to January, of course, the sun will still be there and there'll be a new moon in that sign as well. So there's still going to be plenty of energy going on in your 6th house. And that new moon is going to be pretty close to Pluto, which would be the last planet left in there. So there's some significance to that too. But I feel like more than anything, that's the key signifier of the opportunity for a fresh start. You know, whatever you put into place around that area of life with Pluto being so close to that new moon could really last for a long time. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. And I actually had a second card from that deck, and that's Serendipity. There's the artwork, and the number is 18. So we'll see what that has to say next. Okay, it says opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So synchronicity definitely made me think of the Judgment card there, but we'll see what else it says. It says you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected, and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So definitely a pretty positive message there, and again, that's something else that makes me think of seeing the Judgment card in the environment position. The relationship message says, Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met, or are about to meet, someone about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So definitely another positive message there as well. And like I said, for some of you, I felt that this was probably someone that was in the picture for you guys at some point in your lives, as opposed to someone totally new. But either way, hopefully that resonated with you. All right. And the prosperity message says you are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. So reading that made me think about the fact that, like I said, we're going to have Saturn in your opposite sign, but also Jupiter. And your opposite sign is romantic relationships, but it's partnerships of all kinds. So it could just be saying that you might make partnerships with people that come along the way during that transit that are actually going to be beneficial to you. So hopefully that resonated as well. All right, next we have from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, you guys got Butterfly Spirit. It says transformation is beautiful. There's the artwork, and the number is 11. Okay, it says joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when Butterfly Spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously, and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy, so alike. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. So definitely a pretty positive message there. And like I said, with the Ten of Swords energy there, and what I was saying about that full moon going on in your 12th house and Saturn moving out of your 6th, could just be saying that those transits are really just helping lighten the energy, even though maybe, guys, it felt like a heaviness as we were going through those transits. All right, and finally, we have a Mudra card for you guys. So the Mudra you guys got for this month is the Panchamukha Mudra. The keyword for it is integration. And there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to see what it has to say. But under benefits, it says balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain by affecting the corpus callosum, which acts as a bridge between the two hemispheres, improves concentration and memory retention, benefits the tendons, activates the body's self-healing power. So if that sounds like a mudra that would be beneficial for you guys, I'll put the name of it in the description of the video as always. Once again, like I said, hope you guys are having a good holiday season and a happy new year, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.